What is Fuego? Oh man, that's such a big question. As much as Fuego is a place, it's also an idea, and not a very subtle one when you call it Fuego. It's fire, and it is the thing that gets everything going, whether it's the sun in the morning that starts the day heating it up. But it is that metaphor. It's the metaphor of the alchemy of creation, and that is really what we do here. So Fuego is a multifaceted workspace. It is a collaborative workspace. If you've had a creative idea but decided that you couldn't do anything about it because you don't have the tools, well, this is where you can come and have the tools without even really knowing how to use them. I provide the ability to come on a moment's notice and use the equipment here. That is a void in Albuquerque. There is no makerspace where you can come and rent by the hour or by the day the equipment that I'm renting here without taking a formal class. You can be introduced to at least a dozen different techniques of making here in a day. And the idea is that we have to attach things together and problem solve that, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. One of the simplest ways is to do welding, and there's 4 or 5 welding techniques. There's woodworking. I have a complete wood shop. But the real magic happens in the clean studio where we do glass work. There's a couple of kilns for fusing glass, and there's a thing called lamp work, which is melting glass in a torch. I rent by the hour. You can rent by the day. You can come and take a workshop here. It's a 1-day workshop, a 3-hour workshop, or a 3-day workshop. Fuego is a nonprofit. I work with a nonprofit called Best Chance, and they work with formerly incarcerated, recently released individuals, and I'm going to be working with a nonprofit called BATCO, which are vets recently returned home from the war that need a little bit of R&R for the brain.
It helps me to get away from like my own thoughts because I get so engaged in the art, and it brings out something in me that nothing else seems to. It's got a good spirit of creativity and accomplishment when you do make something. It feels neat to have that come out of me.
I got to use tools that I've never ever used before, and that was really scary but really exciting. So the sense of accomplishment that I get from what I've been able to make here with Mitch, I can never pay him back for that. Like, there's not enough that I could give him that would equal the satisfaction and accomplishment and success I feel as an artist.
I'd never welded anything before, nor had I ever had the experience of just being able to rummage around random bits of junk and then put something together. And I got here and learned how to weld and then build something.
Actually, there's a way of taking something that's discarded and paying attention to it that really is what makes it art. And all of a sudden you find yourself in a tribe of picker-uppers and makers, and I think you discover what matters in creation, in making something using your hands. You discover what matters to you inside. It's so subtle and it's so magical, and you can't force it. It just happens. And I would like to think that if I can find someone and bring them here, that I can help them get a little bit of that spark.